And we have the Dapper Games finals from, I want to say 2 weeks ago? A week ago. Yeah. This is before we started the actual like tournament series. So this is the last week before we started tournament series. And we've got Kid versus Boa. Notably, the Kid player is coming off of a hot streak, winning last week. So feeling pretty good. Ready to trash people's life and laugh maniacally. That is either a nat 20 or a really bad roll. I can't tell. That's definitely a 15. Sounds like the Boa player had the high roll.
It seems like the
Going second, it looks like. Yep.
I think like one of the things I'm like finding out the more I play this format is like every yellow, like just yellow deck has a good matchup into Boa.
Pretty much. Like any way to like be able to like push that life out of the way without actually letting them trigger it helps a lot. Yeah. So and most of the time when it comes to it, right, it's yellow. There is randomly like blue effects that force you to take your life, but I'm not gonna talk about that promo law.
And one day we'll get into the banish meta. That'd be fun. Start playing 5-drop.
That's like the worst part. Banish. The way this game plays is so lovely, and the fact that you get to take your life and like trigger. Banish is the worst part. Am I a Robin abuser? Yes. We're not gonna talk about that. Okay. Let's see. Kid opens on Luffy. Okay. Nice. Ooh, does the Kid deck only play Luffy still, or does it also play Lilith? Does it have room to play Lilith, or is there just not enough trigger bodies?
Unsure.
This Kid deck's always interesting to me. It had its time in the meta when it first came out, but it definitely has fallen a lot of grace. There's like seems to be a lot better yellow decks nowadays.
What just happened?
Okay.
I have no idea what just happened.
So he 100% tried to draw a card from deck for Hiyori effect.
Got it.
Realized it, put that card back on bottom, and then instead did the whole life thing like he was supposed to, like the Boa player was supposed to. Okay. I will say for purposes of anyone watching, if that ever happens in a game, you accidentally do that, especially at your locals, things like that happen. The correct thing to do in that instance is to reveal the card to both people and just put it back on top. It happens, especially at locals. Just show it to both people, keep the game safe, is the idea. Right, because in this case, the draw would have happened. Both players knew the card regardless, right? Game state would have been repaired. Not a big issue here, obviously, but... Now, not a great first life trigger from Boa. I will also say Kid probably should not have swung in knowing that there was a trigger. But does not really get punished. So...
Yeah, it depends on what their game plan is. So I'm not really sure what Kid's doing nowadays.
Well, there's a Rin. That could have definitely been in life, I think.
I don't know. Might have been drawn off of this turn.
Possibly, yeah. They're correct. Okay, we're going to Kid 5 Dawn. What are you hoping to see here? Oh, yes! Classic Basil. Kid swinging. We're playing aggro. Does Boa have triggers? No trigger.
Gonna make it a blocker.
That's kind of crazy. Ooh, top life of Kid is Law. That's really good. Because if Boa... This is a tough position for Boa to win. I don't think you're supposed to take your life this aggressively, I will say, in this matchup. Or if you do, you need to make sure it's meaningful.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's difficult because now he has got himself out of the Robin range. So this might be where you start to protect the life more.
I will say, this is definitely a turn you kind of wish you could have Kuma'd and then like done your ring effect to then equip on afterwards. And feeling pretty good. I will say, like, this Boa is still good. But... at least you're not going into a turn where they can guarantee trash life off of you.
True.
Okay, so we're going... aggression. Maybe?
Interesting. Early perfume to just push through, huh?
Just to make it so he doesn't get banished.
Yeah.
Because the Basil has the blocker tag that turn. Interesting. I think that's the turn you just like don't swing, right?
Yeah, probably.
Like if you're going to commit to that line, just like don't swing at all. And because the problem being now, the effect can just be done again on Basil. Like you put yourself in the same situation. Though the kid player is not really developing much of a board either. It's just a wall of blockers right now. Pressure. 7.
Interesting.
I will agree. This is a very interesting scenario we have here.
Yeah,
They
both
block
this-
2k. Trying to actually slow it down a little bit. Okay, thinking they're gonna go 8 at life. Is it a trigger? No. It's definitely a trigger because we're thinking about it. I mean, if it's a body, you're triggering it no matter what.
I would assume it's the 9 or the 1 cost event.
It's gotta be an event if you're thinking about it, right? 1 cost. Oh yeah, you got Gorgon Sisters all day. All day. And there's the Basil restand. Ooh, that Bonnie. Isn't that Bonnie that like makes your leader bigger? It's like a new one from EB if I recall correctly. It's actually a card I'm not as familiar with, which is bad on me. I'm normally pretty good about this.
Yeah, I don't recall what that card does either.
I played against it too. I just don't remember. I want to say you rest the Bonnie and it gives a Supernova leader plus 1k for the turn rotation. So then obviously it can be, because it's Supernova, can be restored with Kid's effect. Because it's a 3 cost. And it looks like another Boa blocker. We're looking top 3 again, rearranging. I will say, this is a rough spot for Boa because no healing has been done. We're at 1, which means we're at 0 because we can't swing this turn. Basil will just trash that last life in a heartbeat. I see it now.
Yeah.
Is there any way for Supernova to have unblockability here?
I don't believe so.
Okay. So it just comes down to like Blaze Slice resting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So there are 3 blockers here, so it's not like Kid's killing this next turn by any means. Definitely have to be grinded to a little bit.
Most likely we see the 8 or 7 next turn.
Yep, there's the Imminent Banish, and it's a Gorgon Sisters. That's unfortunate. Second Gorgon Sisters. Give 2 Rested Dawn to entire board. Value. Don't know what you're supposed to do here as Bo. I think this is just rough. Also, didn't even ever get to pick up the Hiyori with like a bad Slave Arrow. Just had to like play over it. Aggressive counterouts here from the Kid player.
One of the reasons I've been dropping the Hiyori is just because it feels so bad sitting there.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see that. Okay, what does Kid player at? Oh, Dawn is being grabbed. Less Dawn? More Dawn? Maybe? Huh?
We're doing a lot.
A 6?
A lot is good.
Looks like 6.
We like a lot.
It was a Supernova, I'm pretty sure. It was very quick, but I'm pretty sure it was a Supernova.
We'll find out by the end of the turn.
Yep. Okay, yeah, plus 1k. Yeah, it's plus 1k for the turn. Rotation, or for the rotation. End of opponent's turn.
This is interesting because the card we just put could be right back in our hand right now.
Yeah, that is kind of interesting. There's the Slave Arrow. Picks up the 2k.
It's a rough 2k to take back though.
Yeah. Kid in life. Blocker for Bonnie now. I will say, I understand wanting to like keep the Bonnie around. That's why you do it. Could just block the law though. Like let him swing into the Bonnie, right? The only thing they're swinging into it is like irrelevant things. Too bad this whole turn, like, I don't know what Boa's supposed to do here. Have Boa?
I don't even think that's good enough, but
Boa plus another Slave Arrow to pick up like Min to give more counter. It sucks, but I don't know what else he's supposed to do here. I don't know about 8 at life. I feel like this is desperation swings. We're getting to, yeah. This is desperation swings, and the desperation swings when there's blockers on the other side of the board.
a lot of blockers.
Yeah, the kid deck has always been known for like living a long time because of an obscene amount of blockers and yellow triggers. That looks like that rested a 4 cost or less.
Yep. Yellow Otama.
Block, because why not? Yes, the silence of death from the Boa player as they're sitting there waiting to unfortunately meet their doom. 9. Block. I have a feeling every bit of Dawn is being attached. Oh, yep, there's the +1's back. And, how much Dawn are we feeling? There's a lot of cards in there for land. I'm a big fan, though, of all. Yeah, I'm in for the 16k swing. And that is, looks like another, wow, just like defense. There's like more 2ks. That was unfortunate. Wow, that was a rough, unfortunate game for the Boa player. Definitely could have gone better, but literally saw nothing.